Hello, and you're live with Coleman, where the truth is raw, the chat is rough, and the guests are, well, usually regrettable. Today I have with me a local legend, a national treasure. She's 83 and she's seen more dick than the urinals at Croke Park. Please welcome Handy Mandy Malone.
Oh, Coleman, you mad bastard. Lovely to be here. I was hoping for Joe Duffy, but you'll have to do.
So, Mandy, or should I say Handy Mandy, the ride of Ballybee, you started your career, and I use that word loosely, back in 1959.
Yeah, it was the 8th of August 1959. I was just 17 years old, and I wanted to see Kerry take on Galway in the All-Ireland. I had no money, but I had a pair of legs and not much shame. Next thing I know, I'm flat on my back on Ballybunion Beach with a lad from Fines, but I was 20 bob richer with sand in my crack.
So you prostituted yourself for the GA.
I wouldn't be the first. All for county pride, Coleman. Kerry 137 to 14 that day. I was riding lads during half time. There was passion on and off the pitch that day, I tell you.
Tell us about the early years. How did you find your clients?
Oh, I'd meet him down at the Exchange Inn. I'd flash a titty, give a wink, and then I'd sip a pint of Beamish, and eventually, if they fancied me for a bit of hokey pokey down at the beach, they'd come over to me. I'd charge 'em £5, and I'd tell 'em I'll make a man out of you. I helped more young fellas lose their virginity than Jimmy Savile ever did.
They say you slept with over 10,000 men?
At least. One lad said I possessed a fanny of knowledge. He claimed he shagged me the night before the leaving cert. Now this fella was as thick as pig shit, let me tell you, but he got straight A's. I said fair play to you, but the next time you ride me, you better bring a towel, you dirty fecker.
So basically, you are the sexual St. Bridget of Ballybunion.
I'm the mattress that this town lays on, Coleman. A comfort to some, a disgrace to others, but always hot to trot.
Now the physical toll. You've had how many surgeries?
18 knee replacements. I've had 34 hip operations. I popped both shoulders from frisky handjobs during the 70s, the wanking years as we used to call them. I've had more operations on my arse than there is potholes on the N69.
Jesus. Just going back to the 70s, why were they known as the wanking years?
Well, Coleman, the Bee Gees were massive in the 70s, you see, and you'd often be requested to wank fellas off to the beat of Staying Alive, and if you were any bit off, you'd have to start again. Easier said than done, I tell you.
Have you ever thought about hanging up your G-string and retiring?
I want to, Coleman, but I applied to be a cashier at the local spar, but they told me you're better than that. Don't lower yourself to that kind of work. Some farmers have even told me, Mandy, if you were born a cow, you'd be worth a fortune. I said, love, if I had 4 tits and no teeth, I'd already be married to your father.
Have you given up searching for work?
No, I'm still looking around, Coleman. I went down to the local butcher's and inquired about work, but they said you've no previous experience working in a butcher's. But I said I've been handling meat for 60 years, love. What do you call that?
So, your health is decent, but you're just stuck for work?
Stuck like a dildo in a pensioner's arse, Coleman, and believe me, I've seen that happen.
God almighty.
Twice. It's not a nice sight, I tell you, not nice at all.
Have you managed to come up with a backup plan if you can't get work locally?
Well, usually my backup plan now, Coleman, would be to bend over, but I'm looking to rebrand myself. You see, I maybe become a sex coach or go into politics. Sure, I can't be any worse than the pack of wankers that's there already.
Well, Mandy, if the Irish government had any sense, they'd put you in charge of sexual education and international relations. Lord knows you've handled both with your hands.
And mouth. Don't forget the mouth, Coleman. Ha ha.
Right, and before we get banned from the airwaves, what is the legacy of Handy Mandy Malone? What is your life advice?
Well, life's short, but the ride doesn't have to be. And 20 years from now, you might find yourself down at the beach in Ballybunion and hear a cackle on the wind, and that's me haunting the dunes with my ghostly G-string.
Mandy Malone, folks, a wholehearted legend with a rack that has sheltered many Kerry men on a cold wintry night. We'll be back after this.